Hey, how's it going, everyone? Saintsfan back again with another GTA Online video, and today the Bombushka was released to online. But unfortunately, it's not very good, and I know not many people want to hear that, but in this video, I'll be telling you a bunch of reasons why you should not waste $6 million on this aircraft. Coming into today, this was one of the most anticipated aircrafts in this DLC, and I think for valid reasons, because we don't have a plane in the game that does what it does. We don't have a gigantic tank in the air that shoots explosive cannons and drops bombs, and that can fit many people. You know, we don't have that in the game. The Titan is as close as you're gonna get, and that's not an offensive weapon. That's not an offensive aircraft. So I can understand why many people were anticipating this. And ideally, like in an ideal world where things are balanced properly, this plane would be amazing in GTA Online. But unfortunately, we don't live in that ideal world, and we live in the world of Rockstar and them not balancing anything. So the Bombushka is horrible. And let me explain why. So these are in no particular order, but first off, I guess the main point is that the armor on this thing is a joke. The armor that you can put on it in your hangar, I don't think it affects it in any way. Maybe from actual bullets, like from an AK or a shotgun, it might affect it. But apart from that, the armor does nothing. And I'm gonna show you guys some examples of the armor being horrible. The explosive sniper, right? You would think this tank in the sky would withstand a decent amount of sniper bullets, explosive sniper bullets. Well, that's why you're wrong. You only need to hit this plane 3 times and it explodes. Not it just destroys one of the wings or destroys one of the engines. No, it explodes if you hit it 3 times with the explosive sniper. Someone doesn't even need to reload their explosive sniper to blow you up in this plane. In this $6 million plane. Let me just reiterate. It costs $6 million. I know it's 4.5 if you get the discount, but still, it's a lot of money. Should not be blowing up in 3 explosive sniper shots. Continuing though, only 1 RPG or 1 sticky bomb or 1 little explosion blows this thing up. I know that situation isn't going to happen very often because not many people are going to be throwing grenades or sticky bombs or shooting RPGs at you. But if one does and you're low enough to the ground and they RPG you, it only takes 1 and you're done. So that kind of sucks. I would have at least liked to see it be the cargo bob where it can withstand at least 1 of those before it blows up, but no, 1 and it's gone. Some other stuff, we tested it against the anti-aircraft cannon, the one you can buy with the gun running. It only takes 1 of those and it blows up. I mean, I know the anti-aircraft cannon is made specifically to kill aircraft. However, I would have liked to see the Bombushka take a little bit more than just 1. And I know the range on the aircraft, the AA trailer, isn't that good. So, you know, obviously there's some pros and cons to that whole situation. But still, it only takes 1 and it completely blows up. The only thing we didn't test, and just because we forgot because we were testing all these other like scenarios, we didn't test it against a Hydra, like the explosive cannons. But look, just imagine if this thing only can withstand 3 explosive bullets, 1 RPG, 1 AA trailer cannon. It's not even going to withstand 1 little pass of a Hydra explosive cannon. So if someone's in a Hydra coming after you, you're as good as dead, pretty much. And if you're wondering, we also did test it against homing launchers. While there are flares on this, you know, homing launchers aren't going to matter that much because of those flares. It does take 3 to blow it up. It takes 2 to destroy one set of the engines, but then the 3rd homing launcher, when it hits, it will explode the plane. So I guess that's kind of good. But again, homing launchers, not very useful against any of these new planes because they all have flares. So basically the armor is horrible. That's the reason number 1 why you shouldn't waste your money. The second reason, it's very, very, very slow. This thing, what's the point of the engine upgrades? I mean, if I have the engine 4, God, I couldn't imagine what engine 1 or stock engine would be. This thing, it takes forever to move. I'm pretty sure the Titan is faster. I mean, I know the Titan is a little bit smaller, but dude, this thing is not fast at all. And because of that, and because of the low armor rating, it's gonna get destroyed so easily. I guess the one benefit, the one pro, is that it has the JTOW boost. So if you're on the ground and you want to get off quick, then you can use that boost to get up, but once you get up, you're gonna go really slow again. And don't even try to get to like the height limit in GTA Online, because that's gonna take you forever. So another reason why I wouldn't buy this plane, the speed. The third reason, let's talk about the weapons on this. So we have the explosive cannons, which your friends, if they're in your Bombushka, can shoot, and we have your bombs that you can drop. Now the bombs are basically worthless because it's so hard to hit someone, one, as is like in a regular plane that goes normal speed and all that, but with the Bombushka, you're probably going to be really high all the time, so it's even harder to hit someone with those bombs. So the bombing runs, that's going to be kind of useless on this because you're just never going to be in a situation where you can use them to your advantage. I mean, you could, if you want, get low to the ground, but by doing that, you make yourself an even easier target for people to blow you up with the explosive bullets or with the explosive sniper and the RPGs. And then, like, if you're in the city doing this thing doesn't have the best handling, so you're probably going to end up hitting something. So the bombs on it aren't very good. Now, the cannons aren't bad. They do have a limit on them, though. You can't be at the height limit and then shoot down. We tested it. You can somewhat see in the gameplay. We went over the water so you can see, like, the explosion or the water splash up. And we just kept going higher and higher. It does go, I don't know, I'm going to guess a number here, maybe 1,000 feet. I have no idea if that's, like, the right amount or not. But it goes fairly high. And your people on the bottom and on the back can hit the ground still, so that's kind of good, but they do have to be pretty accurate, and from that distance it is kind of hard to be accurate. Now, in terms of how much damage this stuff does, we didn't really test it against every single plane. I mean, you can see we probably tested against some NPC stuff. It acts like an explosive bullet, basically, so it'll blow up most cars and most vehicles. I think like the Hydra takes 2 shots before it explodes. Like, one will destroy the engine and then the second one will blow it up. So the explosive cannons aren't bad, but again, you might not ever get to fire those things because you get taken out very quickly. So that's number 3. That's reason number 3. Now, reason number 4, and this is really odd. This may not really affect you as much, but this thing is super, super hard to descend. For whatever reason, it has a natural incline to it, so you can just let it go, not touch your controller, and it just goes higher and higher. And because of that, you basically can't go straight down. It's very hard to go straight down, and it's kind of annoying sometimes when you're trying to land immediately. Like, you can't go down far enough to hit the landing strip. So that is something that I found annoying, and if you're flying this thing all the time, I'm sure that's going to get annoying to you as well. And then the last thing, or one of the last things, is that the back. You can't open the freaking back. The one thing that, like, I'm sure a lot of people would want to do, you can't do it. At least not by doing some crazy method. You can't go into your interaction menu, go to vehicles, go to vehicle doors, and then open it. But what's stupid is that in a mod menu, you can do that, and then you can close it again. So I don't know why they took that out. I mean, look, I know stuff glitches in the back, but why does that matter? Like, let us just have some fun. You can open the back, though, if you shoot it enough. I don't exactly know where to shoot it, but I know you can open it. And then, funny enough, I actually crashed this thing into a mountain, and the back opened. And we tried to put some people in there. It didn't really work that well, because it's kind of hard to get the people to stick in there, because the back doesn't really shut ever again. However, you can open it and stick people in there, stick cars in there. But that's just one of those things where you almost wish it would have been in the game. Now, I know that was a bunch of cons, right? And while this plane is very bad, there are some positives to it. It's a very powerful plane if you use this with the formation assist. And I don't know if you guys knew about this, but in your CEO or your MC menu, if you go like to the bottom, I think in the interaction menu part, there's the formation flying assist. And if someone is, say, flying a Hydra or a faster plane and you're flying the Bombushka, then the speed will increase, so you'll go a little bit faster. And then one other benefit is that it'll heal you. So if you're in the formation assist, it will actually heal you if your engines are dead or something. So that's very useful. The only downside is that you literally need like a 5-man crew to run this whole situation, because you need someone in a Hydra with the formation assist on, and then you need a full Bombushka, which is 4 people. So that's 5 people right there that you're going to need to run this. So if you don't have a bunch of friends, then it's kind of pointless. But the flying formation, that does help out a ton. And I think when flying this plane with a flying formation, you can have some fun with it. The only downside to using the formation flying is that if someone is going higher than you, it's impossible to make this plane go down because of its natural instinct to just go up. And because of the pretty big speed boost you get from the formation assist, it's just going to go higher and higher. And that's going to be kind of annoying because you can't really control it. Another pro is that you can run this thing into mountains and into places and it doesn't explode. It's not like the Titan where it easily explodes. I mean, you guys saw I ran it into a mountain or a little hill and that opened the back. I thought for sure it was going to explode, but it actually didn't. So that's kind of useful. It will do damage, obviously, but it's not going to explode, which is kind of convenient. So there you guys have it. That is my Bombushka review, I guess. It's not very good. It's sad how we get a freaking Insurgent or like the Batman car, the Vigilante that's coming out. It has 30 rockets on it. It can withstand like 20 freaking RPGs or some crazy amount, and it's basically like a god car, but we can't get that for aircraft. I don't understand like why they can't balance things properly, but that's the way it goes. So let me know in the comments what you guys think of the Bombushka. Have you purchased one? Are you not going to purchase one? Maybe Rockstar will buff it a little bit, but they usually never go back and do anything like that, so I wouldn't hold out for anything to really happen. But thank you all for watching. Please drop the video a like if you did enjoy. Subscribe for more awesome GTA content. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next one.